Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Four Sides of the Ring. It's Justin and Casey, and we're here to discuss Raw. Which
seemed short. I'm not even gonna lie on that one. Before, because I was watching it today, and out of nowhere, all of a sudden, I was on the main event. And I was just like, it just seemed like it was just what, fucking 3 matches of that, and a promo. That was kind of crazy.
Well,
I mean, good show, but still. And we did see a return of Tyler Bates, which will come later. But, yeah, it just seemed really quick.
yeah, it was a pretty short show. There wasn't a whole lot going on, but it's because those promos took... Well, the promo, and then... I mean, there was 2 big things in this show, which was Cena and Cody, and then Gunther and Jay.
3 big things.
Yeah, the women's thing wasn't that big.
You see how he immediately dismisses it, and it's because Liv didn't come out.
Listen.
I'm listening.
We'll talk about it.
Not hearing nothing.
It's still the same thing. They didn't change anything.
No, we just got it to where now it's triple threat official.
No. Did they make it official?
It's going to be.
They didn't change
because
anything.
that ended in a double DQ, which means at least by probably Friday they're gonna sit there and
they haven't changed anything
scream
yet.
to the fact that this was unfair. She did this, blah blah blah, just like always. And now it's going to be a triple threat at WrestleMania. It's exactly what we called. The only difference is your precious Liv didn't come out and do anything. Mouth off at me all you want, but guess what? It's the truth.
They're not getting the triple threat because now they're just ruining it. So
no, they're not.
They're just going to cancel it. The whole thing's canceled.
Whole thing's canceled. You hear this, guys? Go cry in a fucking corner, you baby.
I will.
Maybe go eat some chocolate cake while you're over there.
So, we started the night off with Cena and Cody. Which was...
better than usual.
I thought it was about the best promo we've gotten all year.
I think it was clearly a better back and forth between the two of them. And obviously, this time John didn't leave. Which usually it's been Cody slamming him. But it also shows how much wrestling is paying attention to the social media, because they even burned the subject of the protecting Cody.
Well, I think it's just part of the plan anyway.
Yeah, I think it is. I think they're going right down the road they want to go, and I mean we're still up in the air on who's coming out of this. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's going to be Cody, and it could be. I'm on the fence right now. It could be either one of them. Do I think it is going to be either one of them? Personally, no. Because the story would be a much greater story if Cena left or got it and carries it to SummerSlam. Because then that would be a much more important story. You know what I'm saying? Because we've seen Cody carrying it. So what are they going to do? Cody win and then John Cena goes after him again, clear until SummerSlam again? No, it would make more sense to John win it and Cody go back after him.
It does make more sense, but it's...
Plus giving Randy Orton and John another match together, and CM Punk and John another match together before SummerSlam. So, I mean, there's definitely a lot more opportunities that would make more sense rather than just leave it with Cody. Now, I'm not saying I want it to go to John. I'm not saying I want it to go to Cody. Either way, I'm for it. Especially after this promo. This promo was cut with both of them, and
well, I mean, I get what you're saying, like, because I can see that really be working out well. Cena wins
and taking it clear to SummerSlam, where we get a rematch with Cody and Cena again.
Well, because you get a lot of different storylines in there with other fighters
with
too.
Other people.
So,
which could be the I mean, you could call it not necessarily the Cena retirement storyline, but the returning the proper championship belt back to WWE storyline, because we don't want to be left with a toy belt. Just saying.
Right, someone's got to get the belt back, but this promo itself was,
Oh God, it was good.
my goodness.
It was good. I love the fact that, honestly, Cody immediately stomped on John, going, you're gonna burn me. I've got his arm tattoo. It's on my neck. I have a list. S words like Stardust.
You gotta fight Stardust. But I saw a lot of people on social media talking like Cena buried Cody.
Oh, I think Cena straight up stomped him. I don't think he buried him.
He didn't bury Cody.
He stomped him, though, but Cody came back.
I think Cody got the better end of this.
Cody got the comeback on it.
Because he got John to react.
He got John to fucking finally say something. Because the last, 2-3 times, he's just left.
But he got him to react. Like, he was leaving, and he got him to throw a punch.
Well, that's because he told him, at least I don't get people chanting, I can't wrestle.
That was great.
Well, it's just the same as, when John goes, I made billions for billionaires, not wasted their kid, or what, wasted money with their kids or whatever he said. And what did Cody do? You were the A guy for the guy we can't talk about no more, nor want to. Like, right. He kind of shoved that right back down John's throat, saying, don't even bring up that billionaire because we don't talk about him anymore. At least my guy we can still talk about. Which a lot of people have been reacting to the fans' reaction of them bringing up AEW again in that whole situation. And even AEW wrestlers, MJF, a few others, have come out saying, I don't get why you're fucking up in the air about this. It makes a good story. It makes a good promo. Why the fuck are you against it? Right. Doesn't matter if you're WWE or AEW. Who gives a fuck? Like I've said, I am not AEW. I'll watch them. I've been I get on every once in a while and watch. There are certain talents over there that I enjoy to watch, but
at the end of the day, it doesn't.
Entertainment wise, I can't watch it. It's so hard for me to get into AEW. But I get where people like it. I do. It's not me. It's not for me. It's just like the same thing back in the day with WCW. I mean, that was more of I just didn't have the ability of watching both. Because when WCW was around, all we had was UPN with SmackDown. Yeah. Or the Sunday Night Heat on. What was that one on? I don't remember. I can't remember. Fox or something like that, at the time. So by the time I got into Raw, WCW was all but gone, damn near. I got there, able to watch near the end of it to where I think there were a few years left. It was Vince Russo's at that point, and then McMahon bought it, leading into Invasion, which was one of the greatest fucking PLE storylines you ever saw. Even with Stone Cold turning into a heel. So, do people get so butthurt that AEW got mentioned? Grow up.
It was fun.
But, obviously it ended with Cena getting the Cody cutter and going down.
Got dropped, and now we might have to wait till WrestleMania to see John again, because he's not scheduled again. So, I mean, there's obviously things can change. We've still got a few weeks, but the schedule's done. They'll be back in the United States this week.
Back in the States where, Chad Gable has said he will be okay to wrestle by then. No more doctor's notes.
No more doctor's Shit's funny. All right, so our first match of the night was The New Day and New Catch Republic.
Where Tyler Bates has returned.
Tyler Bates came back. So
with a new look. He was long-haired last we saw him, so short hair now. But I can't even remember why he was gone, if it was an injury or something. But come back as part of the old team New Catch Republic with Pete Dunne. It was an alright match. Didn't hate it, didn't love it.
No, but the New Day's doing pretty well.
They did
Those
well.
guys-
Their heel run is, it's changed them.
Yeah.
For the better, I'll state, because I was one that I was so sick and tired of New Day.
Yeah.
Nothing against the two wrestlers. Like, I get some people just don't even like them, but I just did not like that PG spiel of theirs for so long. And now that they've actually turned, and the fucking straight up whiplash of a turn into heel, they went straight into the fucking barrier of heel, to where it was just immediate hatred. And I think it's really brought in a new look for them. And let's face it, the match was good, like I said, but you can't expect anything less from New Day nor New Catch Republic. They're both a phenomenal group of wrestlers.
4 of those guys are really good.
So we're definitely going to see a title match with them, because it does end New Day winning. I can't remember, though. Did they cheat? I swear something happened to Bates.
I know Bates got pulled off the apron.
Okay.
I can't remember who pulled him off, who was in and who was out. But he got pulled off the apron and dropped. And, like, that ended his night because he got dropped. And then whatever happened, they caught up to Dunn in the ring. So it's like, I don't know if it was straight up cheating, but just, tag team shenanigans, It's the stuff they do every time. I don't think there wasn't any, like, severe interference or anything like that.
Right.
That was straight up cheating. It's just that usual run of the mill. One's in the ring and the other one runs around and does something. But definitely a good fight, because, those guys are good.
Bring the War Day Raiders out to them, holding those belts high.
Holding those belts, and so we'll have a little more action going on in the tag team world of Raw. So
honestly, I think we've stated this. Raw needs to pick up their tag team division badly.
But maybe if they have the New Catch Republic hanging around, they'll pick up some better fights. Get a little more action on the tag team.
Well, that's what, 3 teams to their roster now.
Yeah, 3 teams. So
New Day, LWO. Oh, who are the other ones? You got New Day, LWO, New Catch now. What's the other Latino group?
Los Garzas?
Is it Los Garza or La Fantasma? Fantismo, whatever. The group that's been against LWO for a minute, because the guy turned on Ray back
I don't think
whenever.
we've seen them for a minute. So.
But they're still there. They're a part of Raw. There's one more. Technically Finn and JD, but JD's still out.
Yeah, JD's.
I don't know when he's coming back. And to bring this up, talking about comebacks and injuries right now, because I did see this last week, an update on Ilya Dragunov.
Oh.
He is back in the Performance Center training now. So he's actually coming back. He's closer to coming back than they predicted.
Well, speaking of injuries, that reminds me, I saw Nia Jax.
I saw that today too.
Has
I didn't
apparently
even
been
realize she got
sidelined,
injured.
yeah.
I didn't know she got injured. That's crazy.
She has not been cleared at this point.
Yeah, I didn't even know she was hurt.
I didn't even know she was hurt either.
Yeah,
I don't know the details of that, but that's good that Dragunov will
Yeah, Dragunov's back in the Performance Center now. I did see that last week. Actually, Bryce was about to ask me if I had heard anything when I read it. And I had looked at him and told him, he goes, I was about to just ask you. And I was like, yeah, well, my phone apparently is on the same brainwave as you right now. But yeah, so he is back in the Performance Center. Funny thing is, a couple days later, I see another report, and this is one of the groups that I don't necessarily pay attention to information-wise, saying that he's like his return's going to be pushed back more and more because his injury's taking longer to heal. And I'm like, why is he at the Performance Center then? Like it was one of the ones that usually is smack dab correct on their reports that said he's in the Performance Center. So
we're good. That'd be good.
All right, that leads to the big match of the night, other than the women's.
Oh my goodness, this is
Jimmy Uso versus Gunther.
This was something else.
This was fucking... I didn't like how this went down with Jay. I liked how Jay came out with the upper hand and was whooping him. I did not like that they immediately crippled Jay.
Yeah, but he got jumped again.
Yeah, and beat the shit out of Jimmy.
He jumped because they ran Gunther off.
Oh, he ran Gunther off. Jimmy was still in the ring.
I mean, Jay ran Gunther off.
Which, let's face it, too, I was quite sad to see Jimmy go down like that, too.
Yeah, Jimmy got...
He did get his ass whooped.
But I think this puts this fight into a new light.
Oh, this is...
this brings Jay back to life.
This is Vengeance Tour now. Gunther's he's no longer looking at that belt. He's looking at killing Gunther because of the red all over that fucking ring and Gunther.
Did you see him go like this? He tasted it.
That's so fucking wrong.
I was like, what are you doing? He immediately was like, like, Gunther, what are you doing, dude? Rubbing it all over his body and everything. So that got wild.
And then I was seeing in reading in the notable moments here, this group says that the weekly focus on which celebrities are in the crowd is getting old. It honestly, it's something we're not used to, and I could agree that yeah, maybe it is getting old, but at the same time, welcome to Netflix. Where they're going to make sure they have every star face.
I just don't care.
Front and center.
I'm like,
and I don't care either. Like, honestly, it kind of brings a little bit more. Not like attention, honestly, to it. Because hey, this person likes wrestling. Holy shit, I didn't know that. Maybe I'll start watching.
Well, it's just like any other sport, and. Of celebrities at a game.
Yeah, they're going to be there. So it's like, honestly, it's going to happen whether you think it's getting old or not. Oh, God. Let's face it. And the question is, are we going to see Jimmy at all for the rest of the few months or after? Because they might just play off an injury for Jimmy now.
Yeah, we have to see how that plays out, but that was pretty... That fight ended up being pretty grim.
But there's the point right there. That was the only match of the night that had blood in it, and it told a story. And this is what a lot of old-time wrestlers speak about, that AEW is just overplaying the blood way too much. Like, even a few of them that, they've had blood in their matches plenty, have literally sit there and go, why... do it here and then do it throughout the rest of the night when it would have just been better to do it here and nowhere else.
Right.
So, I mean, at least when blood's happening, even if it's a little too much blood, that was a lot. That was a lot. All right. So Gunther won that one by tap out, basically. He put him to sleep.
No, I think he pinned him because then
he fucking did his little fucking bear hug thingy headlock, and Jimmy passed out. And then he started beating the shit out of Jimmy afterwards. And then Jay came out.
I thought he put him in this.
No, I remember because anytime he finishes a match like that, I get fucking tired of it. It's like I get it, but it's like at the same time when you can just end a fucking match straight out like that, it kind of makes the match go, nah. Like everything you guys did was for nothing because all you needed to do was get him in that headlock and it was over. You know? And let's face it, they don't do the drop the hand 3 times anymore bullshit either, which is just stupid. It's like, why do it way back in the day and not do it now? More entertaining that way. All right. Anyway, after that, we get our next match, which was Penta and Braun Breaker versus Finn Balor and Dominic.
It was good to see Dominic out wrestling. They don't use him enough.
No, that's because he's usually, ringside for your girlfriend. Okay.
But he needs to go fight.
Got it. Well, no, he's been wrestling a lot of the dark matches as of late. You know that OnlyFans girl that grabbed Punk and Cody? Well, apparently she tried grabbing Dom, too. So I saw the video today. Dom's walking up the ramp, and she went like this. He immediately went like this and, fuck you. Just straight up, fuck you.
Funny.
To her and just walked off her. I was like, holy shit. This bitch is going to get burned soon enough. Definitely going to get told you don't ever get to come back now.
Yeah, get herself banned from
dumbass
doing stupid shit.
No. It's like anyone who might recognize you from your fucking OF coming and grabbing you in the public.
Right.
You going to allow that? No. Then why are you doing it, you dumb bitch? Anywho, was a good match. Definitely did not end the way I thought it was going to. But I mean, it did show Dom using his head when he had a hold of Penta and he throws him forward to take the spear.
Took that spear, and then now we're gonna get Penta and Breaker going at it.
Oh yeah, Penta's pissed.
And
first pin of his WWE career.
Yep.
It was a good match though. I mean, technically every match Monday was good. It was not a bad show. It just quick. Just went by like that real fast. Why are they mentioning that now? Whatever.
The Gunther thing?
Yeah.
Is that what you're reading? I don't know. It's out of place.
That is way out of place. That should have been up more. Oh, well, there was the Michael Cole comment afterwards of what, Gunther's a hypocrite? Is that what he called him? A hypocrite?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he calls Gunther a hypocrite because...
How good was it to have Wade, Pat, and Michael on that fucking table this week? That was good. I liked that.
Yeah, I liked it too. Well, it's like we said, Wade Barrett's not bad. Him and
the problem is it's not that they're bad. It's that guy is just way too football-y.
Yeah.
He's way too just...
I mean, Pat McAfee and Michael Cole work well together, and
Wade does good on himself, but honestly, he did better when it was Wade and Corey.
Yeah.
Like, if I gotta say anything, Corey was the better hand with Wade. This new guy, not that he's doing a bad job, it's just he's too official about it. You gotta really lean into the fact that WWE commentators are more. You got to be emotional about this shit. You got to be like, JR, God damn it, oh God, why, Triple H, why? You really do. Like, you've got to fucking sell it.
Yeah.
And they're just as much as important to the story as anything else. And so, again, he's probably just really, he's got to find his groove into it. He's just too used to the official way of doing things. You know, you do real sports, I'm pretty sure they're like, dude, you got to call it straight down the middle. You cannot be fucking emotional about anything. You know? But I can see him getting there soon enough. All right. Have you seen anything about going on in backstage? Just curious, because I know there was a few things, but I haven't seen anything about them.
No, I know, because I remember, the New Day got together, and that was after their match, though.
New Day got together, and then Judgment Day.
I meant the Judgment Day. I said New Day, but Judgment Day.
Okay, then what else happened in the background? I know there was something else. Maybe there wasn't.
I don't think there was much going on.
I just know that Liv is really starting to twist that knife.
Well, she's
starting to put that wedge in. Now the question is, does Dom side with Liv, or does he stick with his Judgment Day brother?
Well, does that title...
Dom seems just as, why the fuck are you doing this attitude towards Liv as any of them else?
Well, I mean, could turn into...
Well, technically, no, that was, no, we saw Judgment Day twice.
Did we?
Because Carlito, something happened, or was that the same point? No, because they walk away from Carlito and Dom when Finn leaves, because she's like, I'm going to go talk to Adam. But then I want to say at one point earlier, the guys walked away, and Carlito was still standing there with Raquel and Liv, and they both look at him and go, "Why are you still standing here?" Oh,
yeah, that was probably before the match.
I can't remember. Anyway,
match, but
the question is, what's going to happen? We're obviously seeing a wedge getting pulled. I mean, not that Liv is in the wrong. Finn's very well taking full credit for everything at this point.
I guess it depends on...
I pinned Penta. I did it. I'm going to go get a title match. Me. Where, honestly, if Dom didn't throw Penta in the way for Finn would have been laid out by Braun.
Guess it's going to boil down to what Dom decides, who's he backing.
At this point, too, go with the girl that's about to get you a title match, because she's going to go get you a title match. Oh, no, actually, technically, that leads us straight to WrestleMania. The rumor, Finn, Dom, and Breakker, triple threat for the Intercontinental. I forgot that rumor popped up last week.
But that put a wedge between Finn and Dom.
Oh, yeah, especially if Dom came out on top, which, honestly, I think he should. Nothing against Finn or Breakker, but one, Breakker should be going towards the World Heavyweight title, not the Intercontinental. And two, Finn, same category. He should be going up.
He should be going up. And
not sticking down on the lower card. Dom can take that Intercontinental title and really do something with it and make him bigger. And love him or hate him, and most of y'all better fucking love what he's become. Because I remember when he was green as shit, and we're all like, fuck, he's got to get the fuck out of that ring. Now he's damn good. And he's the heel you love to hate.
So we'll see how that plays out.
What happens. What, next week, Monday?
Yeah, next Monday we'll see.
I mean, we still got 2 weeks, right?
Yep, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, so there's still plenty that can happen in 2 weeks. With SmackDown, with, 2 weeks, you got, 5 shows left? SmackDown, Raw, SmackDown, and then...
So we got SmackDown Friday.
I guess technically it would be, 3 or 4 technical shows that can do something, because the SmackDown before WrestleMania won't really have much storyline for it.
Yeah, so you'd have 2 more good SmackDowns and 2 more Raws. And then the third SmackDowns the night
Right.
before.
So there's still plenty of room to where, Liv can interject her shit.
So at least 2 more Raws that something might happen.
Because let's face it, we're going to get them giving Pierce a hard time on Monday about how that match came out and how he was the one responsible putting Bianca in that ring.
So we will see. We shall see.
All right, that brings us to the next segment with Styles and Paul. And moving on.
And moving on. Might as well.
Personally, I really don't care to listen to Logan. I kind of zoned out while he talked. Kind of getting tired of him thinking he's all that.
Yeah, he kind of. He fell a little flat. I thought on this one.
Oh, that was
a little more than he usually.
Horrible. He's not used to getting booed. Those crowds booing him, you can see it just in his eyes. He is not used to it. He wants people to fucking love him, and he hates the fact that people fucking hate him. And they're not just booing because it's cool. They're booing because they're fucking sick of his ass. I mean, they fucking chanted douchebag.
Well, I think that's what bothers him so much about the boos. Isn't so much that he's getting booed. It's the reason that he's getting booed. Like you said, he's not getting booed because he's a heel or he's supposed to get booed. He's getting booed because of him and his outside antics.
Oh, his outside antics.
And all that shit.
There's been wrestlers who said he's lucky he hasn't been sued or anything for some of the bullshit he's been doing with fans.
It's just like he's getting booed for reasons that are outside of the ring and outside of the storylines. And that's probably what's shaking him. You know what I'm saying?
He's realizing I'm sorry, there's nothing bigger than a WWE crowd to tell you fucking suck.
I'll let you know.
They'll let you know straight up. And, before he was in that ring, him, his brother, all of them, they all thought they were hot shit.
Well,
and slowly he's starting to see, okay, I'm really not.
Just needs to back off the horse shit, and
he won't.
That's
how he's always been.
But it's going to bring a fight between him and Styles probably at WrestleMania.
And let's face it, that new finisher he did, that was an interesting finisher.
Cool,
that was pretty cool.
It was a cool finisher.
Don't get me wrong. Like, Logan is probably one of the first celebrities to come into wrestling that actually has fucking
Well, he's really good.
And he could pave his way to be a good wrestler. It's, like we said, his shit outside the ring that is making him fucking hated. And you want to sit there and say you're a GOAT above all these guys who have made this business. Dude, you're digging yourself a hole. Like, sooner or later, like, these GOATs aren't going to put up with your bullshit anymore. So.
Yeah, so that kind of wasn't the best promo. Hopefully Styles kicks his ass at WrestleMania. And we can get a little... Maybe Paul will get a little humbled.
He didn't get humbled with anybody else. Why is he going to get humbled now?
Yeah, we'll see.
He has literally lost to everybody big. He's going to lose again. And he's going to think he's still greater than that. Him and his brother think they're fucking
Honestly,
grade A fucking tits.
That'll be a good match, though.
It will be.
Him and Styles going at it.
Styles can definitely still do it.
So.
Definitely. I mean, I've loved Styles since TNA, so I'm glad his injury didn't take him out for... I mean, that's a career-ender injury.
Yeah, at least he's got a chance.
So luckily he's still around, and we can still see him kind of have fun. But he definitely, I mean, I would have loved to seen AJ Styles from TNA come and kick the shit out of Paul. That would have been a whole different fucking story. That motherfucker. Woo! Anywho. So to carry on.
All right. So now
they got into a fight. It ended with Logan fucking basically taking him out with this new move. Or newer move. I haven't seen him use it. And that was that. basically Logan got booed out like normal, which leads us to our next match, which is the main event, which is the one Justin's apparently just erased from his memory because he's being a boo-boo face.
Listen. This didn't change anything. Like, they're supposed to be building up to something.
Oh,
and it didn't change anything.
It changed a lot.
What did it change?
It changed the fact that now Belair has no way of saying, well, you had no right to do this, because now Belair, one, Adam should have never put her in that fucking ring. Two, now, because Belair got in the way and got kicked twice, well, hit twice. I don't know exactly what moves got hit at what time, but I know she got kicked once. Anyway, led to, as if anyone doesn't know, a double DQ. So basically, where we were at the point, Rhea was going to win. Rhea had EO pinned. So that's the argument. Rhea's going to be like, I had her won, but because she was in that ring and it wasn't a real ref.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
So now they're going to have to come up with a better situation come Monday, like they always have to. This isn't the first time it's happened. It won't be the last time.
It won't be the last time, but it's just now it's just putting Rhea in there just to put Rhea in there. Because now she got a rematch, so now she doesn't have anything to cry about a rematch. It's still just Io Sky and Belair at WrestleMania. I don't think it's changed anything. See, that's why I thought it would have been way better for Liv to come out and cause a disqualification.
I'm not arguing with you on that one, but there's going to be the argument that EST, if she wasn't there, the ref would have been in a different spot and wouldn't have gotten kicked in the face and gone out the ring, and I would have pinned her, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, it's going to happen to where, okay.
Because Belair's still under her argument. She won the chamber, so she doesn't have to give up to a triple threat match. As she was, that's the same argument she had before. Why? So, what are we inserting Rhea in for? You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you what's happened in the past. They're going to argue that it was a double DQ and that Belair shouldn't have even been out there to begin with. And because she was out there, that's why it ended in a double DQ. That's what's going to happen. And then Adam's going to have to force the hand again on figuring out how to solve this, because Rhea's going to scream that her rematch was squandered because Belair was, again, in a spot she shouldn't have been. Like before. Shouldn't have been out in that next to the commentary. Shouldn't have interjected herself out into the front row. Now Adams injected her into the match that she shouldn't have been injected into, because the whole argument was she shouldn't have been out there. So that's what's going to happen Monday. I'm just telling you, this is what's happened in the past. This is what's going to happen now. And Rhea's going to come out and say she shouldn't have been there at all, and that Adam needs to answer for it. Double DQ, though. I mean, I don't know if there's ever been another double DQ. I have no idea on that one. I do know this match stole the night, though. This match was actually probably one of the best matches of the night.
I gotta sneeze.
Look at the light.
It doesn't want to come out.
See, that's going to add to the argument there, too. Rhea was caught off guard by Sky a couple of times because she was sitting there arguing with Belair. Again, I'm just telling you what's going to happen on Monday. Whether it leads to a triple threat match, who knows? But I'm just telling you this is what's going to happen. And it's going to be another hair-pulling moment for Adam Pearce. because that is what's happened before. Just like Jimmy and Jay's situation, it's happened before. And it was Triple H before with Randy Orton.
Yeah.
It's just going to happen again, and we'll see what happens. We might just get Io and Belair. We might get all of them. Maybe Adam goes, fine, you know what? I'm sick of this. We're going to have you, Liv, Jade, Naomi. I'm done. All of you in the ring, get your shit squared away. We're done. Because, I mean, he's reading that book on how to deal with difficult people. Maybe he learns something to deal with the difficult people. Like, put all the difficult people in one fucking ring with the belt hung high in the air.
I don't think we're getting that match.
Or a cage match. You know, I mean.
I think it's just going to be Io and Belair.
I don't think so. I think we've got 3-4 more shows that something can happen.
Sadly.
This is the beauty of WWE. The story is not written yet. Nothing is official until it's official.
They could have had a fatal 4-way.
They still could.
And they decided to go with...
Technically, we're assuming what Liv's going to talk to Adam Pearce about.
That's true.
We're assuming. And let's face it, Liv is one of the more difficult people Adam's having to deal with. So maybe Monday we see Liv talking to Adam, and that's when the other girls insert themselves to say, this is unfair. Why was she out here? And Liv then interjects with them going, hey, I was here first. Scram. And then they all get in Liv's face. And then Adam goes, you know what? I have a perfect idea. And looks at Liv and goes, you're here to talk to me about a title match, right? And she goes, yeah. He goes, okay. And he looks at the other thing and goes, you're here to talk to me about a title match, right? And they go, yeah. And he goes, okay. All 4 of you, WrestleMania, title match, fatal 4-way. Then he looks at Liv and goes, Dom, Finn, and Braun, WrestleMania, triple threat match, Intercontinental title.
That'd be all right.
Just all right?
That'd be all right.
Actually, it would be a way to interject Liv into it. Because let's face it, they're not talking to him today. They're going to talk to him next Monday when it's on camera. That's when we get to see them talking. So then, guaranteed, it's going to come to a point where if it doesn't happen in the background, it's going to be they're out first of the night, bitching and moaning. Adam comes out, and then Liv interjects herself, going, hey, no, I'm trying to talk to you. Blah, blah, blah. And it all gets interjected together because Adam is going to be like, okay, I'm fucking done. We're done. Done. All 4 of you, get out of my face. You're all in the match at WrestleMania. Looks at Liv and goes, Dom and Finn are both in the match at WrestleMania versus Braun for the title. Triple threat match.
I guess we'll see.
I mean, like I said, you have 4 good shows still to come. And I have known WWE to pull out their ace clear to the end. So we still have 4 shows before anything's official. The only match that's technically official is the triple threat main event. Everything else is not written down on the card when it's happening and official.
I think Cody and Cena are official.
Well, either way, I don't know if they're even declared main event, are they?
Yeah, I think they're the official main event.
Either way, nothing other than those 2 matches then. So the 2 that really we all knew this was how it was going to be, they're official. Maybe Tiffy and Charlotte are official. I have no idea. That one's kind of just, oh,
that's going to...
background noise.
Honestly, that one's probably going to open up one of the nights.
Oh, that one's... If it don't get interesting, because right now what we're looking at is just It's
Well, that-
not even a fucking story.
That video promo, that video interview derailed it
It
so
killed 'em.
hard.
And it's because they let Charlotte be Charlotte. Charlotte wanted to be the A card of the interview.
And it just derailed that whole everything they were doing.
You know, especially since it's like if I were the interviewer and I went, "Hey, Tiffy," and asked the question, and all of a sudden Charlotte goes, "I'll answer that," I would have been like, "You're not Tiffy. I asked Tiffy. We'll get to you in a minute, Charlotte."
So they'll probably open up a night.
If we're lucky. If not, they'll be like, "Oh no, it's gonna be a mid-card match."
Because, like, Gunther and Jay will probably open up a night.
Which it kind of sucks.
And then
But at the same time, they lost a lot of bite to their story too.
the triple threat will main event the first night.
Yeah.
And then Cody and Cena is going to main event the second
I
night.
still think that triple threat match is going to have a stipulation to it when they walk out. I really think so. Like, because CM Punk brought up the favor,
Well, he's got
right?
Yeah.
So what if the favor becomes a fair favor of the triple threat outcome of number one contendership for a title of their choosing? You know,
All right. It could
that would be cool.
that very well.
And it would be a favor that makes sense.
Right. But so we got. Yeah. So you got. And then you have to fit in the other.
Well, we
women's
got a
match.
couple that aren't title matches. You've got the AJ, the Logan, you got the Drew Damian, I think, unless that hasn't been made official yet.
I don't think it's official.
Okay, so it's not official yet, but we're getting
that
there.
should be
It's getting
happening.
there. We're gonna get if it's not a triple, it'll at least be 1-on-1 versus Braun. That's gonna happen. So there's still a lot though. That's my case in point. Like WWE, they've been known to fucking do it the Saturday before on sometimes. So it's like there's a chance things can turn out the way we want it. You can't give up on hope, Justin.
Rhea lost her chance at WrestleMania.
You see, he's turning
That-
against her.
That's
and
a
it's gonna
lie.
get him killed.
She'll be at WrestleMania.
She's gonna be there because I'm willing it. Okay, I'm putting my what positive mindset I have out there
No,
left for that only.
she'll be at WrestleMania.
Oh, she will. It's just depending on how it's gonna be.
That's how this plays out.
Because let's face it, if it's just Io and Bianca, what's a better fuck you to Bianca for screwing her over than coming out and screwing Bianca over?
That's another thing I guess you could consider is a build up to SummerSlam.
Build up to
Like,
I want everyone to kind of notice this too. WrestleMania is not the Super Bowl this year. And it's not saying that it's not. WrestleMania is always the Super Bowl, but for the first time ever, we're getting another 2-day event for SummerSlam, which means for this year, one time only, because next year it'll be different. This year,
Yeah,
this
they
is going to be the Super Bowl event
Well,
because
they
it's
can
the
use-
first time ever.
They can use WrestleMania to springboard SummerSlam.
the stories.
So
and
all
really
those
carry
stories
it.
that are building into WrestleMania can.
And don't get me wrong, this WrestleMania is still going to be fire.
Well, that's the thing. Is like you take all these storylines and you save all your fuckery for WrestleMania, so everything
Exactly.
gets turned on its head at WrestleMania.
Causing one of the craziest outcomes for a WrestleMania ever,
So-
which, you know,
So maybe they schedule Io and Belair.
and then Rhea or Jade or anyone
Yeah.
who wants a piece of them comes out and fucks them over.
And
I
then
mean, let's face it, all year long we haven't had one interference during a PLE all year long. What happened at the Elimination Chamber that we didn't even think
Yeah.
of, didn't fathom because it hasn't been happening at PLEs? Jade came out and interfered.
But then we get, because then you might wind up with something like a 6-way ladder match for that ladies' title or something like that, You
Yeah.
wind up with Cena against, other people.
If it isn't Cody, it's going to be I'm going to state it now. It's going to be Randy or it's going to be Punk.
Yeah, something like that. Like Punk gets his shot.
Which would only happen if his favor's called.
And the
favor's going to get called because I think right now Paul already knows what the favor is. And the reason he's not allowing CM Punk to say anything about it is because he's been told, don't say anything about it or it won't happen.
So maybe we're
So
seeing...
The Rock being the final boss, he's obviously the one that Paul has sway with, more or less, story-wise, to where The Rock's final boss decision for the favor will be once they're out there and they're getting ready, all of a sudden maybe The Rock interjects first night and goes, hey, about that favor, this is now a number one contendership match for either the WWE title or the World Heavyweight title or the title of your decision. Making it to where now Roman, Seth, and Punk get to find out who's better of the three and go for the title next.
Right.
Which, how big of a fuck you to Seth would that be if he, again, loses to Punk and this time Punk's getting the title shot now after main eventing.
Right.
So, I mean, there's a lot that can still happen. We are still 2 weeks away. So there, just show-wise, there's a lot that can still happen. But there's still a lot that can happen those 2 nights. We're looking at a good WrestleMania weekend. And I'm still planning on fucking blowing some cash on pizza, wings, and drinks. Because it's going to be a good weekend. I'm going to enjoy both nights because whatever happens, and it's like, don't get me wrong, I want to see Mommy go there, just like you want to see Liv go there. We might not get lucky, but it might boil down to that night. There's going to be story carrying on to the next round.
Yeah, well.
I mean, there's still a lot up in the air, too.
A lot up in the air and a lot to see.
I mean, like I've said, we still don't even have a direct thought on who could walk out the WWE champion.
Right. Right
now, Cody's looking strong. But, I mean, it's the same with Jay. Jay's looking bad. But Gunther just poked the bear. Hardcore.
Well, that was Raw for the evening.
It's going to get better.
We got...
I still think it's going to happen in the background. Liv's going to be there talking to Adam about the title. And I want to say it ends the way it ends like this because Liv doesn't even point out that she's there talking for Dom. She just says, I want to talk to you about a title match. That's her wording. And then the other 3 walk in arguing and fighting with each other. So then Adam cuts it off going, you know what? Y'all want a fucking title match? Fine, you got it. At WrestleMania. All 4 of you. Then Finn walks in behind Liv and he goes, you, Dom, Braun. Let's just do it that easy. Come on, Adam. Then you got all your ducks in a row. They're all out there getting the shit kicked out of themselves. You won't have to deal with them anymore. No, either way, the way they go, it's going to be fucking fire. We haven't had a bad show yet, so.
No, of course not. But
we just don't know what's going to happen. And Justin's going to cry because Liv's not going to be there. Well, that's another point. We still don't even, it's not clear whether they'll have a title match there.
I mean, they're not building up any title matches.
They're not. But you're not also looking at the NXT brand either, where their titles are part of that show too. There are a couple women's tag teams on that brand that could definitely, in the next 2 weeks, fucking come after it. I mean, pretty sure a lot of people would not hate seeing Zarya and Sol Ruca versus Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan at WrestleMania. Not that it makes sense right now, but I'm just saying. They're one of the top. And with Zarya being so new and a face of interest like Stephanie and Julie were, it's a possibility. So, I mean, there's still ways. Liv could be in the Mania without necessarily having to be interjected.
Yeah, we'll see.
There's definitely a lot that can still happen. So you're only counting Raw and SmackDown. But you got to look at the NXT shows that happen on Tuesdays with Liv and Raquel, too, because their tag teams are for all 3 of the shows.
Yeah, but they haven't shown up down there, so.
Not yet. Only one who's actually been showing up down there is Chelsea Green for some fucking reason.
Yeah, Chelsea Green. And
They have a North American title. I don't know why Chelsea keeps going and putting her title online with NXT. Even though it's been fucking hilarious.
Anyway. Well, we'll catch back up on
Saturday.
After SmackDown. We'll know a little bit more.
Maybe.
Maybe. Who knows? But thanks for joining us, everybody. And we'll catch you on the next go-around.